largest problem faced by humanity today. It consists of hundreds of major problems like fossil fuel overuse, overpopulation, water pollution, sea levels rising, and many more. This can be the end of the human race as we know it. But how do we stop it? To figure out, we look to science. We do our best to find safe and possible solutions for our last chance to save our beloved planet and all the plants and animals who call it a home. And now we switch to an argument about how we fix this, or will we end up in this hell on earth situation?
We have no future here. The earth is heating up. We can't stop it. We have to focus on getting humanity out to Mars or something. There are plenty of habitable planets, but we're stuck on this one.
What are you talking about? This is the best chance we've got. It'll take years to make Mars habitable. We'll all be dead by then. The only way to fix this is to cut all fossil fuel use for a couple of years.
Or how do you think we're going to make renewable energy sources home with plastic hammers and nails?
You know climate change is a hoax, right, guys?
Shut up, Bill.
Think about it. Floods, natural. Earthquakes, natural. Forest fires,
Natural.
natural. That's what I'm talking about. In fact, I've been doing research on the subject. It seems that whole climate change thing is wrong. The world's actually cool.
Ugh.
Let's look at the low and high temperature changes over the past century. Well, the data point says he's right, guys.
And this is my time to shine. Well, actually, the side of the graph says percent of land area, which shows that the heat hasn't been balancing out. There's now less cold air surrounding the surface land area, and there's now more heat. So, bam.
You really are believing in such a hoax, huh? If climate change was real, then I'd feel a difference in summers and winters, right? Also, how come we haven't stopped using fossil fuels? Answer me if you really believe.
Peter, how do you think we can stop climate change in its tracks?
Thank you, Alex. My company, Earth's Heroes, working with NASA, have been putting lots of hours and money into researching how we can save our planet. Some of these ways are a full fossil fuel shutdown that will set temperatures down to a natural level in about 5 years, 3 months, and around 21 to 29 days. Another way to solve this is by a full underground format which will take 10 years to make. It will also use fossil fuels. This, fortunately, will be used as a last resort and will most likely kill the planet on a 67% chance not to.
This is certainly a more concerning option for our planet. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. What is your view of climate change?
Our planet is beyond saving. We need to save the prosperity of the human race. This is our last resort for staying alive. For over a century, we've known about global warming and haven't been able to fix it. But there are ways to save the human race and the last chance for human survival. One of these ways is Mars colonization. This will take approximately 2 years, 11 months, and 13 days. This option could give us time ultimately to save the planet with a success rate of pretty close to half, around 49%. Though low, this is the best option. Secondary option puts all money and resources into creating Voyager ships to get us to a final destination of another planet in its own star's Goldilocks zone. This is the most risky and difficult option to pull off, but it will guarantee the survival of the human race along with a second chance.
From a non-biased point of view, what is your way of handling this? Sounds like the safest option out of all the options so far. However, Bill Trent still has to present his part of the argument. Why problem to the eyes of an observer?
I believe climate change is a hoax. Based on the years of research.
Years, more like seconds. I call go.
Anyways, based on the data that I showed you earlier, the world is cooling.
That was all wrong. I call go.
Get out! You know I'm right. Anywho, I've seen my experience that in our current time, we have shared the same average temperature as years past. There's been little to no change except for the fact that it's getting cooler. There's no need to keep procrastinating on the issue if there's no real threat.
Thank you, Bill. Now we will play clips of the individual interviews arguing questions. What do you think about your two competitors?
My competitors are both informed in different ways, one more than the other. But even with some valid arguments, I still think saving humanity and the Earth is the best option we have.
I feel that Peter is a very well-spoken man with many of good reasons, but that Bill, he concerns me. I don't think he's ever had an original idea in his life.
I'm honestly the most intelligent human being here. No contest. But I guess they have some good ideas.
What do you think are possible outcomes from the post-global warming apocalypse?
Like I've said before, the whole thing is a hoax. There is no apocalypse.
I do agree with Lee about the whole risk of global warming and stuff, but I personally don't know the outcomes.
I've done multitudes of research on this subject alone, and there are almost 1,000 different outcomes, but there are 3 very likely options. 1, the heat decomposition. This is the total heat destruction of the Earth itself and its gravitational pull, forcing itself into a very cramped, moon-sized rock from the once great planet. This is only about a 6% chance of happening, not the exact numbers, but the second is the total freeze. From the moment we start to lower the temperature again, us being humans, we will make hundreds of thousands of mistakes. These will cause the constant cooling at a rapid rate and the eventual freeze over the whole world while we're still here. This will occur at about a 30% chance, and the final outcome is the most disturbing of all. It's the nuclear core overflow. This is when all greenhouse gases have disappeared before or after we start changing everything. The gases will be gone for about a year and a half, and then we'll discover that the gases went into the ground and into our core, and a massive explosion, destroying all of us, will occur. This will happen at a shocking 64% chance.
Officially taken the toll of votes, and the votes are in, and the loser with 1% of votes is Bill Triggs. The second place is Lee Maxwell with 49% of votes. That means Peter Mitchell wins with 50% of votes. Congratulations.
This whole thing would work out. Oh,
Before or after we start changing everything.
hey, it's Lee's interview. I never remembered to watch this. Crap. What day is it? It's been a year and a half.